Hey Pisces, hope that you're all doing well. You know the routine. Keep an open mind as this could have already happened in the past for you, or it might be happening now, or it may happen a few months down the line because that happens a lot too. And then I get the emails about it. So remember, time is fluid. So keep an open mind. Also, if you want a private reading that is specific to your situation, please go ahead and book online, and you can find a link to my website in the description box below. Let us get into this for you. Pisces. You've got the Two of Pentacles in the center of the read here. Okay. Could be spending some money on yourself. Could be money coming in and out, and you're just trying to deal with the ebbs and flows of life, but you're being very resourceful. It speaks to profit and loss, things coming in. Maybe you were worrying about financial stresses, but that will all come together because you're adaptable and flexible enough to get through it, okay? Also, it could be a warning that you're trying to juggle too many things at one time. So it might be good to try to pace yourself and balance things a little better. Draw on your resources and your skills because I feel like you're going through a big wave right now because that's the wave that I'm looking at. So it's like, oh, okay. But there's definitely a big ship on there too. So with that pentacle leaning towards it, you could be having to pay out to some big things that may come about. I don't know whether it be something to do with the house, the home, the car, whatever be the case. Just make sure that you're keeping some monies for a rainy day. All right. Also clarifying that I've got the Lovers in reverse. So if this isn't a money thing, you possibly could be juggling two partners, or you could be trying to make a decision about the person that you're with. And I say that because the Lovers is coming up in reverse here. Okay. So when that comes up in reverse, that speaks to disharmony or trust issues or an imbalance in a connection. It's even possible that there's a disconnection of some sort. Someone might not be taking accountability. Maybe they're overspending, and that's what's causing some stress. They're really treating themselves to all of these luxuries, and you're trying to, you know, keep everything at a good balance, and they're just going ahead and doing whatever they want. For others of you, you could be feeling detached from the person that you're with, and as much as you love them, there's just this feeling of struggling to make it through. And if that's not you, maybe it's the person that you're dealing with and they're struggling to take ownership of decisions that they've made. Okay. And whether it's you or the person that you're dealing with, you might be feeling a little bit uncertain of the direction that your life is going in. So always remember that you are the master of your destiny. Okay. And it's not the universe, it's always us that makes our choices here. So if you don't know where your life is going, you can always make a new choice, right? And that makes sense as to what the obstacle is here. And the obstacle that I've got for you is the Nine of Wands as well as the Three of Wands. This person has been giving it their all for I don't know how long. So I feel like this is you. You've been doing everything that you need to do, and you've taken the beatings, you have taken everything that has been thrown at you, and you've seen growth. You've seen growth and potential. But perhaps there's a little bit of envy. There could be some envy about other people's lives and how far they've gotten. Because I feel like the challenge is that you're still waiting for your ships to come in with that Three of Wands. It's like, I've put in so much effort. I've done so much. Yes, I see growth, but there's still something missing. Perhaps if this is a connection, you're wondering if you'd be better off on your own. Maybe the ups and downs have just been too much in a connection with somebody that you're now the wounded warrior. And no matter how many boundaries you put up, they continue to get trampled on. And because of it, you're just done with the fighting and you're done with having to speak your mind, right? So with this Three of Wands, even though you may have things settled, you've got the house, you've got the car, you still have one foot out the door. There's some kind of passion that's burning inside of you and it wants to set you free. You might even be looking at ways to leave the situation that you're already in, and that's possibly why you're juggling your finances right now. You're trying to figure out, okay, if I left the person that I'm with, or if I left the situation that I'm in, will I be okay? Yes, you will be okay. You'll always be okay. But you're at a pivotal time in your life because the foundation of the reading is the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. So I keep seeing 5 5s as well. So that means big change. You're at a point now where you're really looking at your life. You're looking at everything that you've done, all of the decisions that you've made up until this point. But you keep saying to yourself, there's something more, there's something more. Either that, or if this is a relationship situation, perhaps there were some ups and downs in the connection and you had your guard up a little bit and you were waiting on an apology. The Wheel of Fortune is good because there are changes and possibly the individual that you were dealing with is really looking back at their actions and how they treated you. And they realize how fortunate they were to have you in their life. Because it is good luck and destiny. But again, I'm really feeling this change. There's going to be some big changes here for you. Soulmates, yeah, you could be dealing with a soulmate. This could have been some karmic lessons that you went through. But the good thing is that you're at the judgment phase of it in the foundation. So you're really able to look at this whole thing and put it into perspective as to what lessons you need to take from it and what you're going to do. And like I said, I really have this feeling of one foot out the door because there's something beckoning you. There's something calling you. You've got that wand energy that's saying, hey, there's something more. Oh, Paisley. Sorry, puppy's crying. But you're saying that there's something more, and it's like you could feel it at a soul level, that there is something more. But you're making a big decision here to change your life. And whether that means that you're leaving a relationship, whether that means you're leaving a job, whether that means you're leaving home, whether that means you're moving, you're planning to even move overseas, it's very possible. You're really, really looking at it, and destiny is on your side here because they are intervening. Spirit is intervening. The angels are intervening here. In the past, I see the Four of Swords as well as the Three of Pentacles. Some of you may have spent a long time in solitude, a really long time in solitude. And maybe in that solitude, you started getting to know yourself and getting to know what it is that you're capable of. Some of you could have realized that you've got all of these extra gifts that you didn't even know, and maybe that's what it is. You want to implement these gifts. You want to be able to go out and use your talents in the world. It's about apprenticeship or learning. Maybe there's something that you learned because you were studying, but it's about growing and hard work and commitment and building on success and collaboration. But also, I feel that you guys had some determination or some goals that you were very dedicated to. And, you put your attention into detail. And I think that you got achievements and recognition. So some of you may have started seeing the hard work that you've put in and the effort and the motivation paying off. And because of it, that's maybe why is maybe now you have the resources to make some big changes in your life, right? The focus is on this Ace of Wands energy. This is brand new. Ow, Paisley. No, brand new beginnings. Um, this is about excitement. This is getting fired up, wanting to make a change, new possibilities, feeling like there's so many possibilities. Some of you may even be acting on impulse because you've just got this fiery energy and you're not even thinking before you leap. You just want to go, right? Some of you may have even gotten the green light on a project or on something or other. And now that you've got that green light, you're willing to go for it. But I also feel as though there's a sense of nostalgia because there's this Six of Cups energy. So, as excited as you are and as stirred up as you are, I think that there's still maybe a part of you um, that has some past influences. And maybe that's what the past influences is that you just, you spent so much time doing and working so hard to get and reach your goals that you just like that Nine of Wands. Definitely, you've worked so hard, and now you're getting the rewards for it from the universe. But maybe even some of you are going to start going and doing some charity work. It's like you're looking back in your past and you're thinking about all the things that you didn't have and how hard you worked, and now you're wanting to give from your heart, right? So some of you, I really feel that some of you might be taking on some charity work, or even, I don't know, going and helping out and volunteering somewhere. You're coming alive. There's something, a big shift here, and I feel like it's a spiritual shift. And you're starting to realize that the more you give to others who need it, the more better you feel, but also that you get rewarded as well because the universe rewards you for your kindness. Now, that does not mean be a doormat and just give everything away. No, I just feel like some of you are in that position, whether it be that you're giving away your love, maybe money, if you've got it, donating to things or cleaning out your closet, but you're on this new spiritual journey, I feel like. But you've just had this inkling to go. So whether you're in a relationship or not, something is saying that you are wanting to expand. But with that expansion, I also feel that people around you are going to be very sad. In the future, you've got the Five of Cups in reverse and the Devil. Some might be very sad with this new energy that you're getting, or maybe they can sense that you've got this energy and one foot out the door. Sorry, that you have one foot out the door. And that might be making them sad because they want you back. They want the old Pisces back, the one who was always there for them. But something has shifted for you, and there's a growth that's happening. And maybe the person that you're dealing with isn't growing. And because they're not growing, you're feeling stagnant. Now, that being said, others of you could have gone through a little bit of a growth period back here, and you needed some time alone. So you took that, and now you've come out renewed and with new understanding, maybe new knowledge. And now you're going to be reconciling with somebody from the past. Because in the future, you've got this Devil card, which is speaks to bonded, being bonded, right? And Five of Cups. So somebody coming out of sadness because the Five of Cups is in reverse. So I feel as though Paisley, no. I feel as though something is going to move forward here, and somebody's going to overcome despair, or they're going to be releasing some emotional baggage. So maybe whoever you're dealing with is going to start growing as well. And as they release emotional baggage that has kept them stuck, there could be a brand new beginning here. Because somebody may accept some help Somebody may rejoin the world as well after they've released some emotions that kept them bound, and it could have been something from their past here, right? Something that they were stuck to that they really had to deal with. Maybe, the two of you are going to come back together, you're going to reconcile. Someone could be a friend, lover, family member, but you're going to let go of the grief and let go of regret or guilt, whatever be the case, and there's going to be some forgiveness here, and someone's going to free somebody from whatever was holding both of you back from moving forward. In your energy, there's this Five of Wands. So there you go. Yeah, you've had some inner conflict because you've been stirred up. There's been something that has been pushing you forward, and maybe you dealt with a lot of opposition. Maybe people were putting down your ideas or your dreams here, because here's the Ten of Cups. Maybe they were challenging you and saying, well, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to leave? Or why do you want to move when you've got everything here? And I feel as though you were just being challenged over your happiness, but your happiness is your happiness. And I think that now they're starting to see that no matter how much they push you or try to be combative, you're going to do what makes you happy anyways. And good on you. I mean, you fought the battles. You fought hard enough to get to where you're at, to all of this happiness. So you have every right to show up how you're showing up. And you don't have to answer to that for anyone. You're growing consistently here. And now is judgment. And an old cycle of your life is closing out. Plus, I mean, 2020 is closing out. So now there's this new year ahead of you. So maybe that's what it is you've been reflecting about the past, and you're ready to begin anew. And maybe that means taking somebody back. Here I have the energy around you, the Page of Cups and the Hermit. I feel like you might be getting an apology from somebody, and it could be somebody that you were romantically involved with. But I feel that there's going to be some heartfelt discussion after this time. And I feel that they're going to reach out to you. Or maybe you'll reach out to them because you've been in hermit mode, but you're this much more wiser. So I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness here that can be spread to whoever it is that maybe some bygones need to be made, right? Letting bygones be bygones. The advice here is to let go, is to end being left out in the cold, or to end isolating yourself, to come back into the world again. And also, there's going to be an end to this isolation, which is good because you've been on your own for so long. And now that you're coming out with this strength and this Page of Pentacles, you're going to be getting so many offers. You're going to be getting some good news. It could be from a Leo, but you're going to be receiving happy news. What that is, I don't know just yet, and I'm not going to clarify it because I don't know. I feel like that's going to be a happy surprise for you guys. But as you are getting out, there's going to be new things that are forming for you and a new life. And that Page of Pentacles too, maybe you're going to be discussing solid beginnings or developing a plan or laying down a foundation with somebody else, because both of you may reach that point now where you're strong enough to be in a committed relationship, or you both have gotten to this point where you're both wiser and smarter. You do have a lot of good news coming in. It's possible some of you might even turn down an offer, though, from somebody who wants to reconnect with you. You might feel some inner conflict about it because you don't know. But regardless, you've got amazing stuff coming. And it's all because this old cycle in your life is closing out now. There's no more being left out in the cold. And if, like I said at the very beginning here, if any of you were suffering any financial hardships, the good news is it's going to get better. It's going to pick up. Okay? So good things are happening, my Pisceans. Let's see what's coming in the future in terms of Oracle. What do you got for Pisces in the near future? Oracle cards. Paisley? No. Oh, she's a handful. She's been here a couple days and all of a sudden she's gone cray-cray. She just thinks she owns the place. Follow the leader. There you go. And peaks of joy. Beautiful. You're following your own path to your happiness. Didn't I say that back here? And no matter who has challenged you or given you grief with that Five of Wands energy, it doesn't matter, because you know deep down that something amazing is happening here and it's time to close out all this old past stuff. Some of you will be ending a relationship. That's okay. It might be needed, right? Moving forward. I'm going to get you an intent card and then I'll close this up for you. What is it for Pisces? What do we got? Non-attachment. See what I mean? All of this fire energy. Yeah, you guys, you're going through a big change, some of you, to the point where you're literally uprooting and you're being impulsive. You don't even care. You're living, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. So it says the practice of non-attachment provides comfort in the impermanence of all things. Practice the art of not attaching to a person, event, or outcome. And that could very well be what this wisdom is here. And maybe that's why you're not taking any offers, romantic offers, seriously, is because you're just enjoying and going with the flow of life. You want to live again. And you don't want to be held down or, kept back by anything that causes sadness. And attachment does cause sadness. So some of you are really letting go of things. Like I said, people, places, things. You're really letting it go. And now I just feel like you're on this new journey of generosity. You're just going out for the experiences now. That's incredible. And a whole world of opportunity is opening up for you while you're at it. Beautiful. And again, if any of you are interested in these intent cards, they are created by Eve Cat at elixirhealing.art. Okay? Beautiful deck. All right, you guys, have an amazing rest of your night, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.